sporting event in New Hampshire watched pole sitter Bobby Rahal and Michael Andretti exchange the lead for a number of times in the first ever IndyCar race held in the Granite State. But when the 200-lap event was over, Rahal had his Lola in front for his third win of the year. Andretti was the only other car in the lead lap. Scott Goodyear finished in third with Rick Mears fourth and John Andretti fifth. Now, in the CART IndyCar points, Rahal has a small cushion, actually a reasonably solid cushion over Al Unser Jr. Emerson Fittipaldi is next with Michael Andretti in fourth, and Danny Sullivan and Eddie Cheever are tied for fifth. Now let's turn to another form of open-wheel racing, the always exciting World of Outlaws sprint cars, where there's just no substitute for experience.
Kenny Jacobs sat on the pole in the first evening of the holiday weekend and was looking for his second win in 10 days. The first one came after 14.5 years of trying, but his race almost came to an early end when he clipped backmarker 77N Bob Moore. Then Jack Hodenschild red flagged the race. He was not hurt. The restart saw number 1 Slam and Sammy Swindell try to derail the flying Jacobs, but in lap traffic, the former champ experienced trouble. And number 2 Andy Hillenberg claimed second. Jacobs was half a straightaway ahead of the field at the checkers, and running a full schedule of outlaw events has paid off for the Ohio racer.
The biggest difference it's made is when I didn't run with them all the time, I was always intimidated. Well, now you're not intimidated because you know they're there every night, so you just got to get that off your mind and try and do as well as you can. And I always thought I could win some of them, and I'm never going to say I can beat Steve and Sammy because they're the best there are. And I just hope I can win a few when they're not on, and I think we can do that.
Hillenberg and Swindell were second and third with Johnny Herrera and Mark Kinzer fourth and fifth. When the Outlaws arrived in South Dakota, the evening got off to an ominous start when local sprinter Jim Starr took this tumble in heat number 4. He was okay. As rain clouds gathered, Swindell wanted to make up for his performance the previous show and jumped out to an early lead over Mark Kinzer. Terry McCarl was not injured in this flip, but it did stop the race. Both Mark and Steve Kinzer took the opportunity to change gears in their mounts to help catch a superior Swindell. And how'd the adjustments work? Well, Mark fell from second to fifth, and then he clobbered a wall. As rain started to fall, the red flag flew and Sammy Swindell was declared the winner. Hillenberg was second, Hodenschild third, Steve Kinzer held on to a fourth, and in fifth was Johnny Herrera.